Hello, classmates and tutor. This is my opinions about the documentary September 11. The first question: could the United States Air Force have prevented the attacks? I think that the Air Force could not prevent these attacks because these attacks were the greatest terrorist act in history. The Air Force was not prepared to face such attacks. The culture of Arab terrorists were prepared since they very young to die. The military object was studied since years ago and the collapse in the communication to detect the airplanes that were converted into missiles and the indecision for making decision makes it difficult to act by the Air Force. About second question, were the Twin Towers deliberate demolition by the explosives? The Twin Towers were attacked 9 years before the September 11 disaster by a bomb, which failed to knock them down. I think that since that attack, the terrorists declared them a military target, and all those years they should have studied their plans and the way in which to inject them in order to achieve this disaster and this magnitude. Converted the airship as a missile, having defined out to the height of the impact of the aircraft to each of the towers for a fall on the aircraft and the structure of the towers will collapse. The next question: were some people forewarning about the attacks? I think yes. Some passengers on the plane hijacked by the terrorists were able to inform their relatives about the situation inside the planes and ask their relatives to ask for help, as well as the wife of Pentagon Secretary was just informing about the situation. The hijacked plane had personnel of great importance in Pentagon for making decisions, but the difficult in localization the planes and difficult in communication hindered the forceful action of the Air Force and being able to transmit information massively and forcefully to able having avoided death of more people. Next question: was a Pentagon really hit by an airplane? I think yes. The Pentagon was hit by a one of plane hijacked by the terrorists. The pilot did not respond with the text message sent to him to warning of the attack, and the cabin was invaded by Arab terrorists whose military target was the Pentagon. This plane crashed with a part of Pentagon, causing demolition of building floors in Part C of Pentagon, with a large number of dead and injured personnel. The next question: could the attack have been prevented? I think that this attack could not have been prevented because the attack that happened was a great impact on history. A disaster never imagined, and the warmth that the United States in flighting are quite strong. Flighting with a culture of Arab terrorists who prefer to die for fulfilling a military object. The next question: was Osama bin Laden really captured and killed? There have been many attacks that the United States had made to capture this terrorist, Osama bin Laden, but the information presented by the United States military is not clear. The next question: was 1911 caused by the American government on purpose? Indirectly, the government of United States and its governments have influenced to harder of Arab terrorists for economic interests and the wars that have been fought in these countries through the history. Thank you very much.